think we are good. And hello, good morning, and welcome everyone to Rent a Girlfriend podcast, the very last Rent a Girlfriend podcast. I'm your host, Everything
Until
Animated.
season 2.
You know, you just had to go there, didn't you? You just had to go there and crush my dreams.
I'm all about crushing people's dreams. Isn't that why you have me on this channel?
No. No, that is not what I have you on this channel for.
Well, in that case, we need to rewrite my contract.
Yes,
You have a contract? What the hell?
Yes, we
Yeah.
we have a contract between each other.
Yeah, like I'm on this channel, and then the EA mails me pictures of kitties.
The hell, man?
Did you?
Where's my contract, EA?
We'll get that in after the show.
Oh, my goddamn money!
Well, you know, I'll tell you, after the show, you'll get something.
You'll be swimming with the fishes afterwards.
We'll get Guido and Luigi to work it out.
Oh my god.
But anyway, yes, this is and was the last episode of Rent a Girlfriend, and what can I say other than we literally didn't get any kind of conclusion. And
Yeah.
I think, well, Rising already spoiled it, but basically, I think we fucking called it last week. They're making a season 2 of Rent a Girlfriend.
Oh, I think we called it weeks before that.
Yeah, this is no surprise, especially like of the manga. And this episode really frustrated me, because you almost got some conclusion when you realized, oh, actually, no, we're not going to give you any because we need to make you want to watch season 2.
I was like, oh my god, is he gonna actually claim like that he actually likes her, and that's gonna be the end of it? And then like next season they're gonna like be in a relationship, and like season 1 was actually worth it at the end.
Yeah.
But no, like literally after the credits roll, where they play the opening song, which by the way I thought it was really cool how they swapped out the opening endings. After they do that, comes back and he's like, I to be my Rent a Girlfriend, and it's just completely just 180s. Nothing happens. It's a circle.
I was actually kind of excited at the beginning where it looked like he was going to ask Ruka out for real and be like, okay, I need to find a real girlfriend. I've been with you. Let's not make this a trial. You could be a good girlfriend for me, being not a perfect person. And that I thought would have been a really cool way to end it.
Well, the thing with Ruka is that there is no reason for Kazuya to like Ruka whatsoever, or to even suggest that he wants to go out with Ruka, because there's been no
chemistry
to suggest. There's no chemistry. There's been nothing to suggest at all that the writing was even heading that way. It feels much like Ruka's random boob grab in on Chizuru in that one episode, where it's there because people want to see it, and that's it. It's a waifu wars thing, and it's very trash. It's not very good.
But this, ladies and gentlemen, got a second season. When there are other shows that are much more worthy of a second season, you know, you
like
got
Quintos.
Oh my god, that, High School of the Dead, No Game No Life, Batum, Hyoka.
Keijo.
I would love another season of Hyoka. Sekirei, when supernatural battles become commonplace. Remember that one?
Yes,
Rising?
that one.
I wanted a second
Yes, we
season
need
of that
season
one
2.
so bad, and we never got it. And of course, Dead Man Wonderland. We never get another seasons of shows we want, but we get one of trash.
Swiftly says, can't believe this is getting a season 2.
Yeah.
Adrian also says that we predicted it.
Yeah.
Oh, and Uzaki-chan's getting a season 2.
Hey,
See,
you know, you got to
I'm
give the
okay
people
with
what
that.
they want. Yeah, me too, actually.
Because Uzaki-chan is like, it obviously has like some like kind of substance, you know? It's dumb substance. It's just fan service and like really, sometimes actually really funny jokes, but like really dumb jokes, if that makes sense. Not like bad jokes, just really dumb. Like,
It could be that
why am I laughing at this?
It could be that I didn't see all of it, but from the one episode, I'd say it has less substance than this one.
I see. I don't know about that, because at least Uzaki-chan actually goes through with what it's trying to like. It knows Uzaki-chan knows what it is, right? And it leads into it. Rent-A-Girlfriend pretends to be serious, pretends to be this dramatic, rom-com series like a Snafu or something like that. It tries to present itself within that caliber of like higher art. I don't want to say high art, but like, because it's obvious. Like, okay, so it's like in between like Domestic Girlfriend. It's like a Bunny Girl Senpai thing. It tries to present itself as serious as something like a Bunny Girl Senpai.
I don't even feel it's like that serious because it keeps going with the standard romantic comedy tropes. It's like he has a generic romance thing with waifus.
Well, I mean, towards the end, they tried to make it this really serious thing where, Kazuya is just like, oh, why are you defending me? I am such a terrible person. And Chizuru's like, Mami-chan, you gotta give him a chance. Speaking of, I hate Mami-chan. She should burn in hell. For all the Mami-chan lovers out there, she's a terrible, terrible person. I don't know how anyone can like her.
She's like, by the standpoint of writing, she's absolutely the worst character. Like, absolutely makes no sense.
Right.
Maybe it should make more sense in season 2. I do like that she actually like calls out all the other characters and what they're doing, though, or at least saying like, you've been in a rental relationship for like a year, it's time to like move on from that.
First of all, I didn't even know a year had passed. A year had freaking passed, and they were still pretending to be boyfriend and girlfriend?
Apparently so.
Jesus, how much money does Kazuya have? How does he get money?
I mean, he has that job. I can't see that job paying that well.
Like, Domestic Girlfriend is better than this.
Well, yeah. If I wasn't doing the podcast, I probably would have dropped this before Domestic Girlfriend. So yeah, I'll agree with you.
As much as I hated Domestic Girlfriend because of everything that it stood for, at least it gave you an ending and it said, boom, here's how it ends. And
did the anime actually give an ending, though? Or is that just like a read the manga ending?
I mean, the anime itself had an ending. It wasn't very good, but at least it ended, Unlike this.
Well, yeah, I dropped like on episode 8, so.
Yeah,
I mean, it feels like this anime tries to present everything as a given. Like, oh, here is Ruka, and you like her because you like her. Oh, here's Mommy, and you hate her because you hate her, but you also like her. Here's Chizuru. You like her because, A, you like her. That's it. That's the characters. That's how they present them.
And there's like the quiet character you like because, oh, you like these cute quiet characters.
Yeah,
she was in one stinking episode.
Trope they did 20 years ago. We're still doing it.
She was in one episode, and she makes the freaking front cover.
The one episode. You're totally right. She's in one episode.
And yet she has to be in the front cover because, I don't know, because she's there and because she's, like you said, a trope.
The voice of Amelia. That's why.
Is that who Sumi is?
I believe so. I think somebody said so on my Discord server.
What the hell? That's the only reason why.
They didn't even let her talk enough for us to appreciate her voice acting.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell.
Or lack thereof, because she's just in the distance going.
Yeah, I can kind of hear that now, but yeah, I would not have noticed unless someone said it.
What do you got to?
Urinari says Chizuru is good. I would say she's the best out of every character. Like, she's literally the best character in the show because she's really kind of like functions as like the main character next to Kazuya, and she has like a lot of the characters' relationships really revolve around her. And that's kind of like something they try to do like with this series, where they try to make it to where like this Rent-A-Girlfriend business is kind of like it all comes around back to Chizuru in some way. All the girls come back around to Chizuru. Kazuya comes back around all the time. She's really like integral to the movement of the plot.
Yeah, like Mommy would not have had another role if it wasn't for Chizuru, or at least not Oh, there's a thing where she encountered him in Tsugumi, if that's her name.
I don't even know.
Yeah, Rie Takahashi voices Amelia, as Swiftly confirms. Or he could just be yanking our chains. He could be Josh Nush.
Yeah,
Yeah, we also got a lot more time with Cheezer than the other, so they had time to do more with her than make her slightly more than just a cliche.
right. And then, even then, Kazuya, I want it to be you. What? I'm sorry, JK. I don't want. I only want to rent you.
Yeah, that was like super frustrating how they did it because like he made that confession and thought, okay, we're actually going to go somewhere with that. Then they played the opening or ending, whatever song it was, which wasn't a good song. They showed some clips which I didn't care about, and then they went back to, oh yeah, he said that.
Remember the good times of this season? It just showed a package of everything that had happened.
Yeah, it's like what they could have done is like have them start going down, like use the opening to like show a montage of their time together and like how it led to this. But as it was, it just like felt like, oh, we have to play the opening somehow. How do we make the opening good for the final episode? Make it as a big climax, and then just completely ruin the climax.
Right. JK, JK.
And the song is like generic bubblegum pop garbage. Like it's not even good Peggy's. And in this episode,
They mentioned the
Mommy's
Peggies.
like, I love the Peggies. I'm like, Jesus Christ, do you want me to hate the Peggies now?
I bet you were like, you can't even name one fucking song from the Peggies. I oughta.
This opening song they did for this. They were even in promotional material. They were in like a short anime for this series, like the band the Peggies. It's like this song sucks. It's generic. Like it doesn't show any of the strengths of what the Peggies have. And this is me getting into musical stuff, but like the Peggies are a really interesting power trio. They have really good dynamics with each other. They have great instrumentals. But it's like anything they do for an anime outside of Kimi no Se and what was that one ending song that everybody
There's
likes?
Stars on My.
Yeah,
So,
that one.
I didn't find that song as great as other people did.
But it's like it's also like the band is like getting worse because of its association with this anime.
Yeah. Yeah, at least the Stars on My ending, like, it had some substance to it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they basically had like two confessions that ended up just like fizzling out this episode, and yeah.
Adrian,
it's just-
Adrian says this show is just a way to make us accept the renting business. That's the main goal. All it was about, I mean, hey, if you know how there's some animes that are made so that you could watch the manga, maybe, or read the manga. Maybe this is one of those. Hey, you want to try the renting girlfriend business? Well, it's real. Here you go. Give it a try.
This doesn't make any sense.
It makes zero sense to me.
All right, so then we need to start a rent-to-see tactics dating app.
Yeah.
Rent-a-see tactics so he can talk nonstop about music and fate.
Actually, about fate. I was about to say. So, have you heard of my Lord and Savior Seiba-san?
Oh yeah, I found some new fake Kaleidovia yesterday, and they're good. Can we talk about those instead?
You found some clay? What?
Fate Khalid. It's a Magical Girl spin-off thing.
Oh.
I'd rather talk about that.
Oh, well, I have never seen it.
That might be for the best, but...
Rent a Girlfriend is easily one of the most forgettable anime I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah. And we're getting a season 2 of this forgettable trash.
It doesn't, like, nothing happens. Like, nothing ever happened in this series. There has been no forward movement. It's so stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
Like it stays in the same. It's the same episode every episode. It's like, what am I watching? Give me something worth watching, please. I want to be entertained. I want to like these characters. They have really good VAs. Every single one of them. They have the art is like. It's not really great, but it's pleasing.
Yeah, it fits the type of show it is.
the character designs are a little too pandery to a certain audience, but like I can deal with that. I can deal with that
It's like-
kind of thing.
The issue is that other than the character introductions, nothing has changed since like the characters are introduced.
Pretty much. I mean, I don't know. I guess you do get a hint of maybe Chizuru likes Kazuya, but even then, it's like,
Yeah, but even then, there's like the possibility of that since the beginning.
right. But other than that, not a damn thing has happened. Yuri
we
Nuri
gotta-
says, rent an Annie tuber. Yes, rent one of us. We'll talk about
Yeah.
anime and all kinds of other stuff.
I mean, like we're not getting much out of revenue, so yeah, we need to make some money somehow. Yeah, I'll go start coding up the app.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
But you know what my favorite part of the anime was?
Lay it on.
What's
The
that?
the ending? The fact that it's over and you never
Kind
have to
of.
see it again?
No, it was the time where they had the ending song play with Ruka's backstory showed through the manga panels.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like seriously like probably the only good thing about this one.
Yeah, I thought I was like, oh, that's really interesting. I've never seen something done that way. Like introduces a character, sets the stage. So yeah, I have something good to say about the show.
I like how they transition into the opening song for most of the episodes, where they do the chord that's played backwards, and then they have the Sakura like go across the screen and use it as a wipe transition. I like that.
Yeah, I
I like that
noticed that.
transition.
I like some of the overall ideas.
show is a
About,
transition.
I like some of the overall ideas about like the renting a girlfriend because you're lonely, growing beyond that, using that as like a crutch to fight through your loneliness and your problems and all that. But they never really did much with that theme, so
I also like other things about this show, like I'm actually really trying to think.
Well, you-
I already said the VAs, but I do think it's worth mentioning the VAs are good.
yeah,
Is-
of course.
But they this is like their performances were really decent. They're not anything you'd see in Snafu or ReZero to bring examples from this season.
Mm-hmm.
And they're certainly I want to say they're phoning it in, because they're obviously not by listening to it. But this was so easy for them. You can
Oh, yeah.
really tell.
Yeah, it's
They probably
easy money.
Yeah, they probably just went in and recorded it, and they just left.
yeah, it's like, oh, this show, okay, we can handle this.
Could you imagine Sumi's voice actor? She just goes, and that's all she did the whole time, and she got a paycheck. It probably took her not even a whole day to do that.
Well, she had a lot of practice with Amelia this season, because Amelia does a lot of the same thing.
Well, at least she
No, actually,
she
they used the same recording. We just didn't notice it.
right. She could have been, her crazy Amelia from that one. They just took clips of that and just put it into to Red and Girlfriend.
Yeah, definitely they did good with voice acting. Don't want to say they phoned it in, but
You did.
they kind of phoned it in.
But they're good enough. They're phoning it in. It's still fine.
Yeah, it's good. It's just, they didn't put their all into it because you don't need to. Like, this whole thing, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's just forgettable. Who cares? I don't even know what happened in this episode.
They went to a karaoke bar. Mommy was like, "Hey, don't pretend to be with them." And then Chizuru was like, "Why do you care?" And Mommy's like, "That's my business." And it's like, well, you too.
I watched the episode 2 hours ago.
That's how bad it is.
I watched it right before watching. The scene on the bridge was, I don't know, it was meant to be like a big emotional moment, but it also felt like it was going so long. I was like, okay, get to the point where you're going with this. Is something interesting going to happen?
Yeah.
Nothing interesting happened.
No, because what you thought was a convention didn't happen. It was a JK, not a confession. Then it was a wrap up to see where all the other characters were, and then the show just ended. And I'm like, oh, just. Now for the ultimate question for you guys. Since we know there's a season 2, would you dare watch to see a second season? Because I don't know if I would.
Only for doing a podcast.
Only if we're doing a podcast. Okay, Rising?
But no way I'm watching this.
Yeah, I would not watch this.
Even if it was a podcast?
We'll have to renegotiate the terms of my contract.
Right. I forgot that. Your people will talk with my people, and we'll the people.
Well, apparently, the director directed episode 3 of ReZero.
Yay?
I mean, the direction of this anime is not the issue with it.
I mean,
Yeah, the direction's really good.
It's more the script and the story and everything
it's just
else.
The source. That's all it is. Like the production is solid to decent. Like, what the score is like forgettable, but it's a score.
How many
Character
times?
designs are weird, but okay.
How many times are we gonna see Kazuya whack it in season 2?
I'm gonna go ahead and say, well, we got one.
Over under.
I'm gonna say 2 to 3. Season 2.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to need more to pay for next season.
Oh man.
Granted, I also might review Icon if I get 500 subs, so we'll see if that happens.
I'm glad people like this show because I guess they're bored. But and I do want to say, like, from my side, like, if you do enjoy the show, that's cool.
It's just
I'm
not
glad
for
you're getting
me.
a season 2. Yeah, it's just not for me, and this is not. I cover like I am probably more of a. I don't want to say like I'm a snobby kind of anime guy, but like I have an anime channel, Like I usually like to have things to talk about when I make a video, right? And there's nothing to talk about with this show. So there you go. Like usually the conversation around the show isn't about what happens in the show. Ever. It's either one about which girl you think is the hottest, or 2, why is this show so bad it's good?
Or like what it could do or how it was almost good. Because there's a lot of times where it was almost a good show.
Well, there were times where it had a decent episode, I would say.
Right. The only one that was even semi-decent episode was the one where they just start fighting on the beach. And even then, it was stupid. You know what I mean? Like, there was no point for them to do what they were doing. But, yeah, I was just... Had potential in that episode, but it just never... It never went anywhere else from that other than just... JK.
Nothing ever came.
JK.
Yeah, so what's changed since episode 4?
Nothing.
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Swiftly says there's nothing else to watch at the moment, which is a great point. That's why I think everybody is watching this show.
Well, I mean, there's like ReZero, there's Fruits Basket, which are both amazing. There's Snafu, which I haven't seen that, but it's apparently amazing.
Fantastic.
There's like Decadence, which is like a weird action show that I'm getting caught up on, which is cool.
Well,
and there's
sorry.
Yeah, and then there's plenty of good shows out there, and there's like so many older shows that are far more worth your time. Like I've been watching Future Diary, which is definitely a fun one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, the thing with like there's nothing else to watch is like that's why people are watching it, right? So what happens when this comes out in 2021, this season 2?
Oh my god.
And there are things to watch.
Let it come out the same time the final season of Attack on Titan comes out, and it will get destroyed.
Well, here's the thing. With all these anime getting delayed, we're going to have like a couple like super seasons of anime where it's just tons of stuff. And I guarantee you, Rent a Girlfriend isn't going to be talked about when season 2 rolls around. And it ain't
Freaking
getting
winter 2021 already is the sequel, the sequel anime season. Like there's so many ones that I'm just like,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
that?
like-
What's that?
Like you have a Promised Neverland, Attack on Titan, Doctor Stone, ReZero. You have no quintessential quintuplets.
Yeah, which is like way better than this garbage. Quintessential Quintuplets is great. I don't care what anyone says. Yotsuba is the best.
I mean, it's okay, I guess.
Didn't you
Haven't
just?
seen it.
But you're just talking about how cute the girls are.
No, I haven't seen it. It's like messing with the.
Right, see?
Listen, if you ain't watching QQ, you ain't speaking my language.
But is it because of the girls?
No, it's because of the story
Oh, okay. It's not
and the
because
kid. Well,
of...
yeah, I guess it's not because they look good, but it is like because of the girls and the dudes. Like it's because of the characters.
Uh-huh.
Like sure, it's very wholesome. It's very sweet. There's a plot to it. There's a payoff. He doesn't just at the end go, "I choose no one," or even worse, "I choose everyone." He chooses someone, and like that's it. But like there's character development for each and every one of them. So along the way, you learn about each and every twin, and Uesugi and his sister. It's a good show. Like it's good. It's not perfect. It has a ceiling, but QQ is like probably the best harem ever made because it doesn't insult your intelligence like at all. It knows what it is. It leans into it, but it doesn't use long-standing annoying tropes like this does. It barely uses any of that.
All right.
And
For me, the
So
best
there's a-
the best harem is Fruits of Grisaya. Fight me.
Well, he does bang his mom and then his other mom.
And then everyone else in there. He's a main dude that actually has been with women. So that's why I call it the best harem.
It's the
So
it's
there's
the only-
apparently a new anime from the creators of Handshakers next season too. So that's gonna be my anime of the season.
All right.
Oh damn. The thing with Fruits of Grisaya is that it's the only anime where I went like, all right, he can commit incest here. He earned it.
I'm strangely curious now.
He killed a bear.
You need to watch Fruits of Grisaya. I
Oh,
think it's
dear.
very underappreciated.
It's so like entertaining.
It's really entertaining. You don't watch it for the story, but the main character, the main dude, the main protagonist is just so badass in every sense of the word, and he just gets all the chicks. He's almost
It's
like James Bond in a way.
Yeah.
Except he's
Yeah.
yeah. It's just really cool, and he's just got that very kind of monotone, just very, I don't know, just really cool suave about himself.
God, he like, oh man, it's so great. Like I don't even like. He has a bunch of like. Doesn't he have like a group of girls trying to like hunt him down and find him?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so weird.
And then he's just doing his regular stuff where it's like, you can't kill me because I'm freaking amazing.
He's Woods from Black Ops. You can't kill me.
Pretty much. But now we're talking about Fruits of Grisaya.
Next season, they're gonna make a new season, and Victor Reznov is gonna be in it.
They
It's
already
gonna be like,
They already
Bev
finished
Shink.
the show. It had a conclusion and everything. You need to catch up and see it.
oh shit, it did.
Yeah, it had an ending. It was a pretty decent ending.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
I say all this. I haven't finished a single season. I've
know
only
what?
watched Fruits of Grisaya like 2 times. Though.
You need to hurry up and watch it. That way we can
I
talk
was so
about it. You know what?
So confused when I first watched it.
Whenever my turn comes around for Nakama Club, that's going to be the next one.
Sounds fun.
Just to get you to watch it.
So when you guys doing Twin Tails on it?
Ugh, Twin Tail.
I think EA would quit the podcast.
I mean, I've only ever
Lots of
seen the
people.
one episode, and I know Rising has praised the shit out of it, but I'll only watch it if we negotiate that contract.
All right, so if I watch the next season of Girlfriend, you watch Twin Tales.
Oh God, I think that has to be it, doesn't it?
This sounds like a terrible idea for both of us.
Oh, damn.
Yes. But anyway, that is all that I really got to say about the last episode of Rent a Girlfriend. Overall opinion of it, I would have dropped it episode 2 easily, but because I wanted to do this for views, I did it for views. Don't judge
John.
me. Everyone else does it for views.
Why we do anything?
That's right. That we're YouTubers. We do anything and everything for views.
I mean, have you seen the views my hentai reviews get?
Yeah. You get
Exactly.
record-breaking views. But
Even if the hentai doesn't exist, I get a ton of views.
that's right. That's
I don't know.
overall.
I
I
think this
didn't. It's all right. I'll say overall, I would have dropped it season 2. Season 2, episode 2. But did I hate it every step of the way? Yes. Did I want to finish this a long time ago? Oh yes. Was there any enjoyable parts? Here and there, but they were very, it was like sifting through a bunch of shit, and then you find yourself a nice little diamond in that shit, and you're like, oh, that's neat, but it's still covered in shit.
Yeah, it was like there are parts where I was like, oh, this could be interesting. I was like, oh, I'm excited now. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is the show.
Right. So overall, yeah, I would not recommend to a friend.
I think it was an interesting experiment to talk about a show like this, where literally nothing happens, and every week, nothing on this podcast ever happens.
Except it's talking about other anime.
I think talking about anime like this as well is really good to do, because we know we can better understand our own opinions on things by analyzing things we don't like or things that we think are not good. Like, I have really no emotional attachment to this anime, so I hate it, but like I can't say that I hate it from a personal level of any kind. Like, there is no emotional attachment to it.
Yeah, I feel like I can more emotionally dislike something if I also like it, or if there's enough there that I want to like it, but then I'm just disappointed in it. This is like, oh, generic romance show that I normally wouldn't watch.
With Fire Force, I'm salty about Fire Force because I was invested. I was never invested with Winter Girlfriend because there was never a reason to be invested.
Yep.
So, and I just think it's good for everyone. I think we all learned something here, which is
sex sells.
Well, that too, but just like what we appreciate in a series.
Well, this podcast taught me that I should go check out Carvana next time I want to buy a car.
One thing that this podcast did teach me is that this is a real thing that they have in Japan, where you can rent a girlfriend, or you can rent a family, or like a grandpa or whatever, which is to me kind of strange. I don't know the ins and outs of how it works, but I looked up an article and read a little bit about it and was just like, that is so interesting. I thought this was just some sort of like fan service, pretend type scenario, but it really is a thing. And
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's ran differently in Japan than it is on this show. But if there's one thing I learned about that, it's just that it's a real profession. And that to me was the most interesting thing, was that little tidbit.
That's where we're starting Rent a YouTuber soon.
Yep, rent a YouTuber. If you want a PewDiePie, here he comes. Here he comes.
Or you'll get discount PewDiePie, which is the C Tactics.
Right,
Hello.
yeah. You don't even do the accent. You just like, hi, my name's PewDiePie. You are not PewDiePie.
Hello, my name is PewDiePie. I'm here to do a PewDiePie. I don't think I could do it. I'm sick. So
yeah,
you're just gonna get a hello.
Hello. Well, anyway.
I'm sick.
Anyway, I want to thank the two of you for basically joining me for every podcast and every episode this season. That has happened this season. It was fun doing this, even if it was you know, the show itself wasn't fun. What I don't deny is that it was fun doing it with you guys.
Yeah, podcasts are always fun, especially when they're with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like Borderlands 1 and 2 and 3. Just like Borderlands, it's better with friends.
That's right. That's why I've never played Borderlands to this day, because I got no one to play with.
We could do it, EA.
You mean it?
Maybe. I don't really like Borderlands anymore.
Well then, see, that's what always happens to me too. Like, the second I want to play it, everyone either hates it or they're like, oh, we already did everything, I don't want to do it. And I'm just like, well, I guess I will never ever play Borderlands in my life.
Well, I never finished Borderlands 3. I played 30 minutes of it, so there's still a chance.
Well, I guess if I don't care for the story, I can just switch
Oh, the story's
to do
bad
that.
for Borderlands. It's the worst. There's nothing good about Borderlands' story.
Okay then. Well, and I want to thank everyone who has ever watched a single podcast. You, the fans out there, thank you very much for stopping in to my channel and watching me. I've grown to 379 subscribers. I'm hoping to one of these days get to 1,000. I mean, maybe by the end of the year I'll get to 500. I just got to keep grinding, or maybe do some ReZero videos. Maybe that's what I need
ReZero's
to do.
fun.
Yeah, and it's gonna be coming back next season. So
Or do Fruits Basket videos. Those can be good.
yeah, I just need
Fruits
to watch
Basket's
Fruits
great.
Baskets. Like, I just need to watch it.
Just listen to what Bob Bobsky told you.
I don't know who that is.
Yes, I remember you have to ship those to you.
right. I remember that. He said I needed to watch Fruits Baskets. Oh, that Bob Bobsky. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining in for this final podcast. If we do decide to do a season 2 of this, I'm sure I will definitely be here because this is my channel, and I'm sure Rising and C will be here per contract discussion.
Exactly.
Hope my voice is back by then.
Oh, it should. I can't imagine it getting worse whenever this show decides to come back. So anyway, thank you all for stopping by, and see you in season 2, maybe.